And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you. Welcome to another round of the Conscious Roster Report here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, and livinginblack.com. My name is Kenya Wadu, aka the Conscious Roster. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live from 9 a.m. Pacific Time, that's 12 noon Eastern Time, 5 p.m. GMT, and 8 p.m. East Africa Time. We get together with you, and we deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives, entertainment, economics, education, health, labor, law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas of human interactivity and development. Today's date is Tuesday, the 22nd day of July, 2025 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6265 in the Kemetic calendar. Welcome to the 7th millennium. I want to take you to paradise in today's broadcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome to each and every one of you. Let's talk about what we are going to talk about on today's program here. Let's get into this party. And the topic is, bear with me, it's a little complicated on my desk right now, but I'm going to get it together. Here is today's topic. These are foods that fight sugar absorption for diabetes. Foods that fight sugar absorption for diabetes. The best low GI fruits that diabetics can eat. Welcome to libradio.com, the podcast where flavor meets function for people dealing with diabetes or anyone committed to improving blood sugar control. Today's episode dives into the delicious world of low glycemic fruits, smart snacks, and sweet alternatives, arming listeners with science-based insights, meal planning strategies, and insights from nutritionists, chefs to assist people to live vibrantly without diabetes. We're not just talking numbers. We're talking nourishment, cultural tradition, and resilience. Whether you are counting carbs, quote unquote, exploring the plant-based lifestyle, swapping your old life for a new way of living, or simply seeking order in your life, today's program makes your journey empowering, tasty, and totally doable. So that is the program for today. We welcome you all. And thank you for tuning in to your LIB Radio. We got a good sized audience to start off. I'll encourage everyone during the course of the program. Can I get you to hit the like button? It won't take you but a second. If you're listening on YouTube, Rumble, of course, they don't have a like button on you now, but Facebook, yes, they do. And we are broadcasting live on all of those channels. So do hit the like button. Let's just a little bit of love coming back from our listening audience does mean so much to me. And it means a lot to a number of you as well who actually donate to and support this podcast. I'm going to give the rest of you the reason why our LIB family is here and why people do support us. So again, hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Hit that like button. Let's see what we can do to turn this sucker out. Here is the subject for today. We are going to be focusing on glycemic index. And we're focusing specifically on these particular foods that have the low glycemic index that will not spike your insulin nearly as bad as the bad foods. Of course, everything must be done in moderation today. Everything. So do it till you're satisfied and then stop. Glycemic index, GI, is a scale from 0 to 100 that measures how quickly carbohydrates in a food raise blood sugar levels compared to pure glucose. Pure glucose is 100% sugar. So comparing the glycemic foods to sugar. Foods with a high glycemic index, 70 or above, cause rapid blood sugar levels, while low GI foods 55 or below lead to slower, more gradual increases in our blood sugar levels, therefore not spiking that insulin resistance. Medium foods, gastro, glycemic, medium glycemic index foods fall between 56 and 69. The GI considers the type of carbohydrate, processing, and other factors like fiber and fat content. The glycemic index helps individuals, especially those with diabetes or pre-diabetes, make better informed dietary choices. This is very key and critical. However, the GI does not account for portion size, which is addressed by the glycemic load. So here you go. You ready to get into it? Yeah, let's get into it, Kitty. Let's get into this dialogue today. Top fruits for diabetes. Number one, black plum. In fact, I got some black plums, or actually bought them last week. I got one more left, and that sucker is so tasty and juicy. Number one on this list, black plums. Now, these are not necessarily listed in order of the glycemic index, but I think you're going to get a good perspective today. Black plums, also known as jamun, is beneficial for diabetics due to its low glycemic index of 25, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. It contains compounds like jambolana that aid in insulin production and glucose metabolism. The high fiber content slows sugar absorption, preventing spikes in blood glucose. Additionally, black plums have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties that support overall metabolic health. They can be consumed in moderation as part of a balanced diet to manage hyperglycemia effectively. So number one on our list, black plum. Number two, apricots. Apricots are beneficial for diabetics and individuals with hyperglycemia due to their low glycemic index, GI, typically around 34 to 42 for fresh apricots and 30 for dried apricots. This means they cause a gradual rise in blood sugar levels, helping to avoid rapid spikes. They are also rich in dietary fiber, which controls carbohydrate digestion and absorption, aiding in better blood sugar control. Additionally, apricots provide essential vitamins and essential nutrients like vitamins A and C and potassium and antioxidants, supporting overall health. When consumed in moderation, apricots can be a nutritious and safe addition to a diabetic diet. So number two on our list, apricots. In fact, I can recall in the book Miracle on 2 Feet, let me grab it off of the shelf because this is always going to be a very important book for our listening audience. In this book, Miracle on 2 Feet, Stroke Prevention and Recovery, Apricots were one of 8 different fruits I mentioned in that book that people, in order to prevent or reverse the effects of a stroke, should be consuming apricots. Number 3 on our list, guava. Guava is beneficial for diabetics due to its low glycemic index between 12 and 24, which prevents rapid blood sugar spikes. It contains 68 calories and 8.92 grams of natural sugar per 100 grams, aiding in weight management and stabilizing glucose levels. High fiber content slows carbohydrate absorption, while vitamin C and antioxidants reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Guava leaf tea may also improve insulin sensitivity and low blood sugar. However, moderation is key to avoid hypoglycemia. Hypo is too low blood sugar level. Overall, guava supports diabetes management when consumed wisely. Number 3 on our list, guava. Oh boy, I love these fruits too. And here, I'll drink to that one. I have my water here, and my morning water contains cider vinegar with the mother culture in it. So I will drink to that. Oh, I love that. Number 4 on the list, gooseberries, known in India as amia. Amia, or Indian gooseberry, is beneficial for diabetics due to its high vitamin C and antioxidant content, which helps regulate blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. It contains polyphenols and tannins that slow carbohydrate digestion, reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes. Studies suggest amia may lower blood glucose, enhance glucose metabolism, and reduce inflammation, aiding in diabetes management. It also supports healthy heart or heart health by improving lipid profiles. Amia can be consumed as juice, powder, or supplements, but medical consultation is advised. Its antioxidant properties protect against oxidative stress, a common issue in diabetes. Overall, amia offers natural support for managing hyperglycemia and related conditions. So number 4 on our list, am I saying amia? Excuse me, my eyes betrayed me. That I is an L. So amla, A-M-L-A. And again, amla, gooseberries. So let's continue. Number 5 on the list, mulberries. Mulberries are beneficial for diabetics and individuals with hyperglycemia due to their low glycemic index of 25, which prevents rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. They contain compounds like DNJ, flavonoids, and polyphenols that inhibit carbohydrate digesting enzymes, aiding in blood sugar regulation. Mulberries also improve insulin sensitivity and reduce post-meal glucose absorption, making them a suitable addition to a diabetes-friendly diet. Their high fiber content further supports stable blood sugar levels and overall metabolic health. So number 5 on our list of these wonderful healthy berries for diabetics that can eat fruit. Don't let your doctor trick you. You can eat fruit. You just got to make sure it's the right fruit and in the right proportion. I do see for Africa One is in the house joining me. My sister says, Hotep, brother Katie, and global LIB family. And we say hotep to you. Thank you so much for weighing in today. And I know I don't have to tell my beloved sister for Africa One to hit the like button more than once. Mm-mm. She's on it. I thank you, beloved, for all you do for all of us. You are very precious. Number 6 on our list, pears. Pears are high in soluble fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption and promotes gut health. They are moderate on the GI scale and provide essential vitamins like vitamin C and potassium. Pears are beneficial for diabetics and those with hyperglycemia due to their low glycemic index GI, which ranges from 20 to 50, causing a gradual rise in blood sugar levels. They are rich in dietary fiber, with one pear providing about 6 grams of dietary fiber, aiding in blood sugar regulation and promoting digestive health. Pears also contain vitamins C and K, potassium, and antioxidants, which support overall health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Their natural sugars, mainly fructose, are balanced by fiber, preventing rapid spikes in blood glucose. Consuming pears in moderation, especially whole and unripe, can help manage blood sugar levels effectively. Whole and unripe. The pears I like my pears to change colors. So they're going to be real ripe, but the more ripe they are, the more the enzymes will have converted the starch in the pears to sugar. So that's why it has a glycemic index range from 20 to 50, depends on how ripe the pears are. But even then, 50 is still considered to be low, in the low range. Next, number 7, tamarind. Tamarind is beneficial for diabetics due to its low glycemic index of 23, very low, which helps prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. It contains magnesium, which enhances insulin sensitivity and aids in blood sugar regulation. Additionally, tamarind's fiber content slows sugar absorption, and its antioxidants combat oxidative stress, which is common in diabetics. Studies also suggest tamarind has hypoglycemic effects, making it a useful addition to a diabetic diet when consumed in moderation. Hypoglycemic meaning it's going to pull your blood sugar down. That's good. Number 8 on our list, berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These fruits are low in sugar and high in fiber, making them ideal for managing blood sugar levels. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, and have been linked to a reduced risk of diabetes. Averaging about 41, berries are also low on the glycemic index, which means they won't cause major spikes in blood sugar. So we got the berries on the list. We are on a roll. Today we are talking about fruits that diabetics can eat. Don't let your doctor fool you. So we are up to number 9, apples. Apples are high in fiber, particularly pectin, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. They also contain antioxidants like quercetin, which may improve insulin sensitivity. Apples are low on the glycemic index scale, 39, and can be a satisfying snack when eaten in moderation. And I highly, highly recommend for people who are hyperglycemic, high glycemic levels, you're either pre-diabetic or are diagnosed as diabetic, do not consume apple juice. Mm-mm-mm. Apple juice, leave it alone. Because apple juice concentrates the juice of 2 to 3 or more apples, depending on your gluttony at the time. It's wonderful, sweet, and tasty. The whole apple, if you eat 4 whole apples, you're going to be getting so much fiber, soluble and insoluble fiber, that it's going to be good for you. But if you're going to just sit there and drink apple juice, mm-mm-mm, no, 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 no. Diabetics, that is a no, no. You heard me. No need to keep banging it in your ear. We are live and direct. I see you in the house, my beloved sister Rhonda, joining us. She says, Uja, all. And it's a pleasure, absolutely a pleasure, to have you in the house as well today. My sisters are checking in, and I know, Rhonda, you are very welcome. You will always be very welcome, as is Sister for Africa One in this LIB radio family. I am, because we are, and we are family. Yes, indeed. So hit the like button if you're listening on YouTube today, on You Now, or if you are on our Rumble channel, hit the like button. We'd love to hear from you today. And if you are on Facebook also, please do hit the like button. Let us know that you do appreciate what you hear daily on your LIB radio network. We are up to number 10 on our list. We're talking about low glycemic foods. Number 10, citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes. Citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C and flavonoids, which can improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar levels. They are also low on the glycemic index scale and provide hydration and essential nutrients. However, individuals on certain medications should consult their healthcare provider before consuming grapefruit. Yes, of all of those fruits, oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruits are the most consistent warning. If you are on medication, consult with the prescribing doctor before using grapefruits. Next on the list is cherries, especially tart cherries. Cherries with a glycemic index of only 20 are rich in anthocyanins, which can enhance insulin secretion and regulate blood glucose levels. They also have anti-inflammatory properties and are a great source of antioxidants. Tart cherries are particularly beneficial for diabetics due to their low sugar content and high nutrition density. And tart cherries, don't you know, we love us some tart cherries in the living superfood lifestyle. Yes, 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 indeed. We love them. Going forward, number 11. No, that's number 11, tart cherries. Number 12 on our list, kiwi. Kiwi is packed with vitamin C, potassium, and fiber, making it a nutrient-dense fruit that supports immune health and wound healing. It has a medium glycemic index of 50, making it a suitable option for diabetics when consumed in moderation. And again, because 55 is the upper limit of the glycemic index that we're going to be pushing here for today, tart cherries are on that limit. So again, in moderation, tart cherries are unbelievable. Now, I do use tart cherries as a drink, so that is juiced. What I do with tart cherries, though, is that when I serve it as a drink, I will blend tart cherry juice, 100% tart cherry juice. I will blend it with mineral water or sparkling water to get that fizziness out of it. So by putting 50-50 in the sparkling water, we cut down on the glycemic content of the juice. And we also adding the mineral water, which of course has minerals in it, but also the mineral water has that fizziness in it. For people who are addicted to sodas, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. This is to get you out of that camp of addiction and get you on the right track to nutrition, hyper nutrition, to get you right, to get all of your body parts in place. And that's a beautiful thing. We are live and direct. We're continuing. Anybody got any questions, any comments? We'd love to hear from you today. Number 13 on the list, watermelon. Despite its sweet taste, watermelon has a relatively low sugar content with a glycemic index of 50. And that's right there on that border along with kiwi, due to its high water content. It is a good source of lycopene, a phytochemical that improves insulin sensitivity and lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes. However, portion control is important, as overconsumption can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels. So very, very clear. If you're going to be eating watermelon, eat the smallest amount that will satisfy your palate. Me, I loves me some watermelon, and I will eat a big stack of it. I eat a lot when I eat it, but I don't eat watermelon every day. Maybe once or twice a week is all I need to satisfy my desire. But I tell you, here in Nevada, where it's going to be 105 degrees every day, some days 110, some days it will be 115 degrees, watermelon goes down real nice. Number 14, mangoes. Although naturally sweet, mangoes can be enjoyed in moderation. They are rich in vitamins A and C, fiber, and have a low to moderate glycemic index of 48 to 51, depending on the variety. Pairing mangoes with protein or fat sources helps mitigate blood sugar spikes. So you get your mangoes in and pair it with, I never heard this before, with protein or fat, and you have a good meal. It helps mitigate the protein, the blood sugar spikes. And number 15 on our list is jackfruit, a tropical fruit high in vitamins A and C and dietary fiber. Jackfruit has a unique composition that makes it suitable for diabetics when consumed in moderation. Fresh jackfruit has a glycemic index of 37, which puts it in a pretty good category. But let me tell you, eating jackfruit in moderation is going to be hard for me, because I will eat a jackfruit. I mean, the things are huge. I'm not gonna eat it all in one session. And I do eat not just the berries or the fruits inside of it, but I do eat the fibrous part, which is really high fiber. So that's going to be really good for you. Jackfruits are absolutely wonderful. I had pulled up this other one today, and let me see if I can find it. Low glycemic foods, this chart. And that's not the chart I'm looking for. Bear with me. I'm going to find this. I had it up. Here it is, I think. List the glycemic index of 50 most popular foods. I think this was what I was looking for. I am looking for. And this is, I'm asking for a list of the 50 most popular fruits, glycemic fruits, and it's not coming up. Why is it not coming up? Bear with me. Oh, here we go. Top 10 fruits for diabetics. We went through that list. Share 10 Oh, that's a whole different conversation. And I think I may have used up all my research for today. Let me try one more thing. Foods that fight diabetes. And I got an introduction. What was I looking at? I got this list today and I put it up for the promotion. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to find this list one more time because I'm only 25 minutes into the program, and a 25-minute long program is just not good. I am talking about, let me just ask another inquiry. This is AI I am using in the background. What are the worst fruits for their glycemic index? So, what are the worst fruits for their glycemic index? A measure of how quickly a food raises blood sugars. And let's put the worst fruits up on the table. And here's what it has to say. When it comes to glycemic index, a measure of how quickly a food raises blood sugar, some fruits rank high and can cause rapid spikes, especially if eaten in large proportions or without fiber-rich pairings. Fiber-rich pairings is the key. You pair the fruit with a good source of fiber, and it's going to mitigate it. But many people do not pair it well. Here is a list of fruits with high glycemic index values that people managing diabetes, blood sugar levels, may want to consume sparingly or with caution. Number one on the list, watermelon. We put the watermelon on the good fruits list, but that was listing a different glycemic index than this list, which says watermelon between 72 to 80. Very high glycemic index, low in fiber, easy to overeat. That's the key. Overeat watermelon. Number two on the list, pineapple. Between 66 to 94 glycemic index, and that's for the canned variety. Fresh is better. Canned in syrup spikes your blood sugar. So if you are eating pineapple, you got to eat it fresh, but even then, it's going to be 11 points above your tolerable range. So pineapple, it's kind of out. Overripe bananas, between 56 and 75. Overripe, that means your bananas have converted to sugar. Now, I like them like that, but hey, I do a very good job of managing my body mass index and thereby managing my insulin sensitivity. Overripe bananas, ripeness increases sugar and glycemic index. Number four on this list, mango. Again, mango was on my other list, although it was number 14, it had a glycemic index between 48 and 51. Well, this list says glycemic index for mangoes between 60 and 65. High natural sugar. Portion control is the key. And I make a mango chutney that there's no way in the world portion control can rule. You will sit and eat the mango chutney until it's all gone. Grapes, 56, glycemic index between 56 and 60. Small size make overconsumption very easy for grapes. Dates, very high, between 70 and 75. Dried and concentrated sugars are very sweet. Cherries, and I'm presuming they're the same tart cherries spoken about earlier, which were a glycemic index on my list of only 20. Those were the tart cherries. I guess these are just regular cherries, not tart. Cherries, 63. Sweet and high in sugar, moderation advised. Next on the list is lychee, high sugar per serving, low fiber at 65 GI scale. And next on the list is custard apple. That's a custard apple is a Caribbean or an Asian. It's a tropical fruit. And custard apple is also known as sitafal. Sitafal. It has a glycemic index of 70. Very sweet, best eaten in small proportions. Tips for safer fruit consumption. Number one, pair with protein or fat. Combine fruit with nuts, sugar, or not nuts, with nuts, yogurt, and that's a vegan yogurt, non-dairy yogurt, or non-dairy cheese to slow sugar absorption. Number two, watch your portion sizes. Even high glycemic index fruits can be enjoyed in small amounts. Choose whole over processed. Avoid fruit juices. Avoid fruit juices. What did I say? Avoid fruit juices and canned fruits in syrup. Avoid them. Avoid them. The syrup, when you're eating canned fruits and syrup, the syrup is high fructose corn syrup. Opt for low glycemic index alternatives such as berries, apples, pears, and citrus fruits are safer bets. So, does that sound like you? Does that sound like your strategies? Are you deliberately managing your glycemic index? I hope you are, because that is a great way of staying alive. And we got to stay alive. I'm going to keep reading here. I got a few more minutes. I'm going to double check, make sure all the messages coming through for Africa One is in the house. How do you calculate how much fruit to consume? Is there a GI measurement by weight? In today's research, I didn't find anything like that, but I didn't search for anything like that. A lot of it depends upon other factors, such as how much do you weigh? Are you, I'm presuming you are a healthy weight, your body mass index probably around mine, 25, or mine is actually 21. Actually, today it's really kind of low, 21.6. That's under what I weighed when I was 25 years old. 143.2 was this morning's weigh-in. And I'm real happy. I've been maintaining this weight since being off of my fast now. I finished my fast last Thursday. I've been off the fast for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And I'm under what I weighed at the end of the fast. So I think this is my new maintenance weight until the next fast, which is still nearly 3 months away. But if a person has a high body mass index, I would venture to say that your glycemic index is going to be lower. No, your tolerant level will be higher. So therefore, I think there are so many variables here that we just love them. For Africa One says steamed jackfruit seeds are a delicious cross between sweet potato and yams. Whoa, nice, nice, nice. I can't wait to try them. Steamed jackfruit seeds. Nice. Good tip. And that sounds really, really good. Let me put that over here and I'm going to look this up. Steamed jackfruit seeds. Copy, paste this, and I'm just going to look this up. Steamed jackfruit seeds are a nutritious and versatile delicacy enjoyed in many tropical cuisines. Once removed from the fruit and cleaned, the seeds can be steamed to soften their texture and unlock their nutty, potato-like flavor. How to steam jackfruit seeds? Wash the seeds thoroughly to remove any sticky residue. Oh boy, that jackfruit got a lot of sticky stuff on it, don't it? Soak for a few hours will also help loosen the outer skin. Steaming process: place the seeds in a steaming basket over boiling water. Steam for 30 to 40 minutes or until tender. Let cool slightly, then peel off the tough outer skin. Eat plain with a pinch of salt. Toss with spices and roast for a crunchy snack, or add to curries, stir fries, or mash into patties. Nice. What are the nutritional highlights you get from steamed jackfruit seeds? Include protein, 6 to 7 grams per 100 grams, fiber, potassium, magnesium, iron, and vitamins, including vitamin B1, B2, B6, and steamed jackfruit seeds support digestion, energy levels, and may help regulate blood sugar. That's awesome. Mm, 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 mm. I like that. And share the recipe for Kerala style seeds, because it had a little instruction said, do you want a recipe for Kerala style jackfruit seeds? And there it is. Boom, there it is. Let me see if I can get this. I'm gonna share this one. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom, boom. And where is it? I'm looking for the website. I'm just gonna make that myself. I'll put it in the recipe book. I meant by the weight of the fruit. And she said jackfruit seeds are a delicious cross between sweet potatoes and yams. I meant by the weight of the fruit. So we're talking about how to calculate how much fruit to consume. That's a good question. Let me see if I can find this. What am I looking for? Per ounce. How do you calculate how much fruit to consume? I don't know. And I'm a little foggy in the head right now. Let me drink my mother culture. And I really can't think right now fast enough to solve that on the air. Oh, that's good. But I will say it's all about moderation. For those of us who are doing a great job of maintaining our body mass index, we can probably go a little further than others. We will notice the difference. If we start gaining weight, we know that we're getting out of our insulin sensitivity range, insulin absorption. And that's where the fat's going to come from. So whatever it takes to maintain your youthfulness and your healthy weight, definitely do it. The key is to understand all of these fruits come on an index. And so that means the higher it is on the index, the more we want to stay away from it or eat it very small amounts. The lower it is on the index, the more we can indulge. We're encouraged to indulge, and we can eat moderate amounts. It's like with watermelon. On one scale, it said, yes, eat the watermelon, but eat it in moderation. The other one said, watermelon is really high, and it was one of the first ones listed that says, don't mess around with watermelon. Now, we've gotten a lot of research on the table today. I'm going to see. Give me a second here. if there's any related articles. Other than that, we're just going to wrap it up for today's show. Let me double check and see if Rhonda has got any questions. She's in the house. Baba Kitty, please share your thoughts on figs in respect to low glycemic fruits. Let me tell you, I love fresh figs. And in today's promo, let me put this up. I want to put up today's promo to show you the research that I was just thinking about and looking for. I actually have it up in today's promo picture. It is coming up in just about a second. Best low glycemic fruits that diabetics can eat. So I've got that up on my desktop. I'm going to share it right now and share the screen. And here is the screen right here. I'm going to push it up for you, our stream yard family, to witness as well. And here is what I have. Let me go down in the corner, hang out there. I'm going to pull this up so that you can, along with me, explore this particular picture. We're going to open it up here, and I'm going to go down in the corner. What am I doing? I'm going to go down in the corner and enlarge this scale down here. No, don't do that. Do this. Enlarge it. And I'm going to pull this up. This is what I was looking for. Now, this is GI scale for a lot of different fruits and or vegetables. Let me shrink it. Here we go. For different, we're looking today at fruits. On this list, the lowest fruit to the highest is grapefruit, apple, peach, orange, grape, banana, mango, pineapple, and watermelon. Now, does it tell the glycemic index scale? No, it only has the numbers are low GI, medium GI, and high GI. So most of all of these are low to medium on the fruits. Watermelon is coming in under the medium scale. So what was I looking for? I think this is a list. Now, proteins are very good for keeping our glycemic index as low as possible. Yesterday, I had a soup made with lentils, which are 41. I put carrots and cabbage in the soup along with a bunch of spices. So carrots are 39, and the cabbage is not on here on this list, but it's going to be, cabbage is going to be low. These are all relatively low. So I made a wonderful hearty dish. I ate 2 big bowls of my lentil, carrot, cabbage soup. And I jumped on the scale this morning, and it was low, 1 pound lower than what it was yesterday. So that's a good day. That's a great day. I have been eating the chia pudding for breakfast now, or breaking fast, I should call it. At noon, I break fast, or anytime afternoon. And the break fast is with chia pudding, blueberries and or strawberries in it, and it's just turning out just absolutely wonderful. So this was the promotion I put out for today. If you have a chance, you can download this image from my Facebook page, and you will have access to it as well. When we're looking over here at grains and starches, we can see rice bran cereal, spaghetti, all low glycemic index. I thought spaghetti would be higher. I don't mess around with too much noodles. Corn, sweet corn, it's getting into the range where it's getting high. Wild rice is up there. Sweet potatoes, up there even higher. Going up, you get the white rice. Couscous now, yeah, getting into, you are still in the mid-range, but it's getting up high. Whole wheat bread, getting up high on the glycemic index. That's why I do not eat bread. Muesli, that's the mix for the breakfast cereal, that's high. Baked potatoes, very high glycemic index. Oatmeal, very high glycemic index. I never knew oatmeal was that high. Taco shells, white bread, and bagel is off the charts. Bagel and white bread are off the charts. The glycemic index goes up to 100. So bagels are off the charts. Do you eat bread? Do you eat bagels? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go forward. They did have another category up here that was dairy products, but I took it out because I do not encourage people to consume dairy. And again, do not let your doctor trick you out of eating healthy fruits. If you've been diagnosed diabetic, don't let the doctor fool you. Diabetics can eat good, healthy fruits. So on that note, I'm going to begin to wrap it up here for today. You have been tuned into LIV Radio, LIV TV, and I'm going to once again today the podcast where flavor meets function for people dealing with diabetes or pre-diabetes or anyone committed to improving your blood sugar control. Today's episode dives into the delicious world of low glycemic fruits, smart snacks, and sweet alternatives, arming listeners with science-based insights, meal planning strategies, and insights from nutritionists, chefs, to assist people to live vibrantly without diabetes. We're not just talking numbers, we're talking nourishment, cultural tradition, and resilience. Whether you're counting carbs, exploring plant-based swaps, or simply seeking order in your life, today's program makes your journey empowering, tasty, and totally, totally doable. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to do a little bit of book sales here. We're going to encourage you to don't just listen to LIV Radio. You need to read the books. What I do with a live broadcast is just a small portion of the books. Most of these books took about 20 to 22 programs for the books where I did the broadcast along with it. So when we're talking about stem cell activity for our health and our longevity, here, let me take the screen back. When we're talking about boosting your stem cell activity for resetting your pancreatic beta cells, brand new ones, you need them brand new. And that's why we do natural, holistic approach to stem cell activation and regenerative therapy. I did mention this book as well for not so much for diabetics, but it's really kind of the overlapping thing is that the diet that lowers our risk for diabetes also lowers the risk for stroke and heart disease. Now, I could go into a long discussion, a branch discussion about how the sugar industry pulled a ruse over the public for 30 or 40 years, saying that it was cholesterol is the basis of heart disease. But it wasn't cholesterol. It was inflammation from the sugar was increasing risk of heart disease. Those lying schemers. But the information came out that it was the sugar industry that deliberately did this. Deliberately. All the people that suffered from cardiovascular disease for 30 or 40 years, that the sugar industry covered it up. So, but the same anti-diabetic nutritional pattern overlaps with the same one to reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease, specifically of stroke. So you do want this book as well. If you have had a stroke or anyone you know has had a stroke, get the book. If you want to, like me, prevent a stroke, get the book. Read the book. Much of what I talked about today is in this book, Living Superfood Solutions, Dietary Strategies to Prevent, to Control, and Prevent Common Chronic Diseases. Prevent and reverse, I should say, common chronic diseases, including all of these diseases. I list 20 something diseases on the back of the book, including sickle cell disease, vitiligo, thyroid diseases. All of these diseases are listed and can be controlled and or eliminated and or reversed using dietary strategies. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. No one can deny that. No one could ever, in their right mind, deny that food is nature's most perfect medicine. And I'm talking about for cancer therapy too. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. Along with hydration, we got to have energy. We got to have hydration. We cannot live without that. I'm going to wrap it up for today. It's been a good day here on your favorite. I hope to be your favorite. We are LIB Radio. We are LIB TV. We are livinginblack.com. Tell your friends to tell their friends that we have our own now. I see a note from Rhonda. She says glycemic index for fresh figs is 35. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that. 35. That's low on the glycemic index. So most people will probably eat one fig. I used to live when I lived in Los Angeles on, what was that street name? Oh, I can't think of it, but I lived at the bottom of Ladera Heights, La Tierra. I lived on La Tierra Boulevard. I had a beautiful fig tree in the yard, and it was a producer. I had a fig tree when I lived in Long Beach as well. But I used to eat 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 figs a day. I love me some figs. Loved them, loved them, loved them. Of course, the tree was producing that much, so I had to eat the figs. So, Rhonda, you are absolutely right. Fresh figs are awesome. Thank you so much, beloved Sister Rhonda. Insofar as figs, we love them. We love them. We love them. So, on that note, I want to thank you all for tuning in today to your favorite. We want to be your favorite. When it comes to your health related information, I hope you have noticed that I have been broadcasting a lot on health related issues within the last month or so. And of course, we're still Pan-African. We're still culturally conscious. We still are about making that money, sustaining sustainable development, about all that kind of things. But when it comes down to it, without health, it's almost like we don't have anything else. So we're going to do the best we can to continue to focus on health related issues. And on that note, I'm saying if I can try and get my player up onto the Bluetooth switch is on, open, go down to the device list, and I want to open this, connect with it, and it should connect up any second now. On that note, thank you all for tuning in today. And if it ain't going to connect, it ain't going to connect. There it is. And on that note, thank you all for all you do and for being a part of our LIB radio family and experience. I see you, Shabaka, poking your head into the house. Everybody, please, I'm going to get you to hit the like button on today's broadcast. And we are out of here. I'm going to play one of my up and coming songs. Hopefully, it'll be on an album coming out near you very soon.
Sometimes it's smooth sailing, and sometimes storming for you and me. Yet faith captains our journey. Let love pilot our yearning. To be dashed at sea, it's not what's meant to be. Why don't we just take some time out? I wanna take you to paradise. There'll be nothing to worry about. We don't even have to think twice. We'll lose all of these problems. Kick back, let the sun solve them. Yes, we got it made. As long as there's some shade, I wanna take you to paradise. Baby, it'd be so nice talking about you and me. Adrift on love, lost at sea. It can be voulez-vous. Island of love just for two, just like Castaway. I wanna take you to paradise. Baby, it'd be so nice talking about you and me. Adrift on love, lost at sea. It can be voulez-vous. Island of love just for two, just like Castaway. Sometimes this life makes me tired, trying to find any means to an end. Then you make me feel so inspired. I'm always believing that you are my friend. What I say is true. I only know the best in you. Do you think it's right? But we could set sail tonight. I wanna take you